Hey guys, Caller here, bringing you another commentary from the present-day world of Pro League, and I'm giving you here a game that was played earlier today on May 7th between Air Force ACE and Lecaf OZ. And this series actually doesn't have Boxer until Game 5, possibly. He's not listed in the first 4 games, where you're required to list your players, but he most certainly will be the ace player for Air Force ACE, I feel, if it does get to a 5th game. And on the left here we have Foru, a Protoss player playing for Air Force ACE. On the right we have ForGG, otherwise known as Never V, as he's known in this game. I'm going to call him Never, I guess. Never V, because the names sound very similar. And he's playing for Lecaf OZ, and this is going to be an uphill battle today for Air Force ACE. They were ranked last in the Pro League last year, and they are facing none other than the Pro League winners of the second season and of the entire 2007 series, of both parts of the series. The grand winner was Lecaf OZ. And so they're going to have a difficult best series of battles here. First game, we're going to have a Protoss versus Terran. Second game is going to be Oversky versus Jaedong, a Zerg versus Zerg, where Oversky is going to have to face the best Zerg versus Zerg player in the world right now, which is Jaedong. And game 4, we're going to have a Protoss versus Protoss between Jaedong and Anytime, who is the #1 ranked Protoss player in Kespa. So I do hope for miracles, but you're going to have to believe in a miracle if Air Force ACE is going to pull this off. Of course, things are possible from this gutsy team here. Foru is spawning in yellow at the 7 o'clock position, and ForGG, okay, I'm going to call him Never. Never is spawning in brown at the 11 o'clock position. And this map is Othello, by the way. New map for the Pro League this year. Foru, actually, if you guys recall, was the winner of the World Cyber Games in 2005. Right now, he's 27 years old, but back then he was already quite old for the StarCraft community, and he actually managed to save the day, though, after Zelos was beaten, I believe, by a foreign player, and didn't manage to get into the finals. No, actually, I think it was beaten by one of the Korean players, and then that Korean player, I think, was beaten by a foreigner. In any case, though, Foru managed to save the day. I think he beat Mondragon at the end and keep the title for Korea. That's really his one notable achievement in his history, though. He's 54% against Terran. By the way, I thank you for whoever suggested I put stats in front of all my games. I will start trying to do that, at least for the present-day games, where the statistics make a lot more sense. Gateway going down inside of Foru's base here. It looks like he's going to go straight for a simulator, going for a relatively standard opening, it seems. Going to get a Cybernetics core next. And for Never, we see a barracks going up in his base. Never's overall record isn't great, but against Protoss, he's 16-8, so he has a 2-to-1 ratio against Protoss, making him quite formidable, actually. So we'll see what tricks he can pull up out of his sleeve this game. And looks like Cybernetics core is going to go down here for Foru. And yes, there's Boxer. He's not sick or anything. He's just watching on here. Glad to see he's not sick, and it's 100% chance he's going to be the closer for Air Force ACE if it gets to Game 5. Usually they do save him. I mean, sometimes they do save him. If he's not in the lineup, then he's definitely being saved for the closing game. And it looks like a factory here being made for Never. Never looks like he was mining with one SCV at the gas for a while, so perhaps thinking about saving up some minerals for a command center after his factory is done. Looks like a pylon sort of hidden inside the base here for you, and we'll see what he decides to do there. Put some tech building there out of the way. We'll also see if he decides to go for a fast tech build here. Being an older player, I mean, I don't know exactly how much practice a player like Foru or like Boxer has, but I do think that the older players generally have sort of a more micro-oriented style. Actually, I'd say this is almost a generalization, but almost entirely true. I think if they came from the earlier days of StarCraft, and it looks like a robotics facility is going up, so a very fast robo here for you. What I was saying was, yeah, if they came from the early days of StarCraft, they really play a low-resource game in general, and you see that with Boxer still today. You see that with a lot of the older players. When they're still playing around, they still sort of adapt a low-resource game. And really, sometimes it's very difficult to beat some of the modern players, the younger guys who are used to having fast expansion and know perfectly what to do with a fast expand. Looks like Foru is gonna get his robotics facility up, but we'll see if he decides to go for his robotics support bay immediately. That's what I assume he's gonna go for a reaver drop, rush, and it will be about scouting here for Never. If he manages to get the scout in, doesn't look like he's going to get the scout in, though. The Dragoons are at the front door. Looks like they're going to chase away this SCV. Of course, he's going to see that there was no Nexus being built, so he's going to suspect some sort of tech rush here. and we'll see if he suspects correctly that it is a Reaver drop. I'm going to guess he's going to put up his engineering bay if he hasn't done so already. And it looks like possibly Foru, no, I'm sorry, Never thinking about doing an expansion. Looks like he's actually not going to go for his expansion, which is quite safe at this point. And yeah, he probably is going to get at least an engineering bay coming up very soon here to deal with any sort of tech rush. It looks like actually he's going to push out here with six Marines. So yeah, he's definitely going to push out here. Sort of the fake double factory rush, I guess that's what they call it. Getting a lot of those Marines in one factory. And probably gonna try to set up an expansion if this attack doesn't fit. If this attack fails, I have a feeling he is gonna be trying to set up an expansion. Or if this attack succeeds, actually, he's gonna do that also. And looks like this SCV, the second SCV sent in to scout, also not gonna get in. So Foru doing a good job there blocking his ramp. Looks like these 6 Marines are gonna come towards his base here, but I don't think they're gonna be able to get up this ramp here very easily. Looks like they're gonna move in though and take a look here. And looks like Foru excellently blocking the ramp there. There's no way they're going to get up there, I think. Vulture, though, coming up with a Spider Mines. That might actually... Ooh, he kills the Zealot, actually. So that actually might turn out really poorly for Foru. He might be forced to reveal the fact that he has his shuttles and his Reaver. But looks like most of the Marines are getting picked off. However, the tank is still at full health. And the Vulture is critically still there with 2 mines left. Looks like he's going to be able to plant a mine on the ramp. It's going to be coming down to Foru's micro here. And looks like the shuttle is revealed. He's forced to reveal his shuttle and drop his Reaver here in order to defend his base. So Foru, unfortunately, forced to reveal his Reaver. I think he's going to take care of this last tank fairly easily here. A little poor micro there, not attacking. Wow, what is he doing? He's not attacking with his Dragoons. And that's just poor micro there. Not blocking his ramp, so wow, this is big trouble for Foru here. He's got a bunch of mines in his base. That Vulture almost managed to creep in a mine here, but looks like another Vulture is going to come up for GG. Yes, for Never. And looks like... here we have the first-person view here. No, yes, we did have the first-person view for a second there. And, yeah, he's just desperately trying to micro against this. But looks like a lot of Vultures are going to just come in. The front door is completely breached until Foru can get some Dragoons there and kill off those mines. He does have an Observer, so that, of course, is going to make it easy to do that once he gets a couple of Dragoons out and safe. And looks like he's going to pick off this last Vulture here. But of course, what this is preventing him from doing is doing any sort of harass on the Terran base. He's forced to keep the Reaver at home. And it looks like a starport up for Never, and Never is going to produce a Wraith there. So he's going to be able to intercept the shuttle when and if it decides to come. And this shuttle is going to be in big trouble there. So really good play there by Never, I think. Anticipating that his opponent was going for some fast tech rush and doing a rush of his own, and then now getting a Wraith. I think this Wraith is gonna, if it hunts down the shuttle, it's gonna be over for you here. I'm calling it rather early, but it's gonna be a big trouble for him certainly. The Terran player is gonna get his natural expansion right now. Looks like the shuttle is about to go in here, but he's perfectly prepared for this. The Wraith is out here, guys. The Wraith is out, and it's gonna pick out the shuttle, and it's he's gonna be forced to drop his Reaver. Looks like he doesn't even drop his Reaver. Big mistake by Foru there. Although I don't think it would have been able to do much on the ground. But still a big loss for Foru. That's going to send him back incredibly, losing the shuttle and the Reaver inside. And yeah, wow, that's just a spelling trouble here for the Air Force ACE player. And yeah, just my friendly reminder for everyone who's listening to keep those suggestions coming in. I actually bought a new headset. This is my first recording on a new headset right now because I stepped on my old one and broke the wire. It pissed me off. But this one's all snazzy and cool. It's a pretty expensive one, so I'm excited. Hopefully this leads to better commentaries. I don't think it will, but I don't know what I'll do. I can click on it. I can press my earphone and it'll turn off the mic for me. How cool is that? Yeah, so the Nexus is coming up here for you, but really, it's going to be way behind Never's command center, at least 2 or 3 minutes behind. And the Terran, really, as a Protoss player, you really don't want that to happen. Pylon going up here at the position where the Terran player can get some drop, can get a dropship and pound the natural expansion. So at least he'll have vision of it if Never decides to do that. It looks like Never's loading up here. I didn't see what went to this dropship here, but Foru has also spotted with his Observer. Looks like he's going to try to go right here, and I'm not sure if Never knows that it's been spotted, but he does have a Wraith around there also to do a little bit of harassment, or at least just I don't know, just to perhaps attack any unit that's trying to hit the dropship. But I'm going to guess Foru is going to try to get some Dragoons in position to intercept. Looks like that's what he's going to do, but I don't know if they're going to have enough if he has enough Dragoons to pick them off. I don't think he's going to have enough. Looks like the SCV actually distracting the Dragoons. Wow, really unfortunate there for you. The SCV distracted the Dragoons. It looks like the Dragoons are going to try to pick off this dropship. No, they failed to pick up the dropship. He needed a couple more there if he wished to do that kind of snipe there. Even though he anticipated there was nothing he could do to stop it. And it looks like the tanks are going to begin to prevent the expansion from being mined. And I have to say, this is huge trouble for you here. Just not being able to execute his fast Reaver drop well, and if you're going to go for a rush, of course, it's going to be